Hello, my name is Linda Lee Jolly and I'm the director here at the Troy Hayner Cultural Center. And with me today is David Wyatt, our assistant director.
Good morning.
David, and Terry Lynn Meese, our program coordinator, and Leona Sargent, our exhibit coordinator. Good morning, everybody. Here at the Hayner, we're celebrating 40 years of a great idea. Not every community has a tax-supported community cultural center or even a beautiful historic mansion to house one. The foresight of the community-minded citizens who created the Troy Hayner Cultural Center was remarkable. They had quite a dream, and thanks to their efforts and to the efforts of the many people who have shared their time, talents, and resources over the past years, we are living the dream. Over 40,000 people visit the Hayner Center or participate in events every year. That's a big number.
It is.
And we had 11 events in April, and they were so well received. And Terry Lynn, especially, I want to thank you and your committee for giving us such a grand time at the Ruby Ball.
It was a nice party, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Our committee was just amazing. Sheila Folks, Donna Schroyer, Greg Rogers, and Nancy Walker.
Nancy
You're
Walker,
going there.
yeah, I am with my mouth.
They're just great ideas, and they all have such wonderful experience too.
They
At
did.
this time. So
Oh, and it was beautiful.
fun.
They know how to party, and
Yeah.
and we just it was so amazing.
We had a scavenger hunt. We had ballroom dancing. We even had ballroom dancing instruction with Cindy and Ronnie Mullins in the East Room, which was great fun. The photography, it was a great.
We
party.
have our pictures.
fun.
We have our memories. Yes, I still have my red fingernails. We have our memories.
Tom Dockery.
Oh, that band,
Band,
the music
yeah.
was
Perfect
great.
band, wasn't
The
it?
food was excellent, and I was really excited as we moved towards the end of the the end of the evening, and the dance floor just filled with people. It was so much fun, and I'll tell you what, I think one of the highlights for me was watching one of our I should say long-standing volunteers, Jerry
Yeah,
Nichols
so
came,
cute.
yes, and she. Jerry Nichols has been at the Hayner since probably the year after it opened.
She did that second exhibit,
Yes.
right?
And
1977.
actually, it was Jerry Nichols that approached the board and laid out the plan for us to have an exhibit area in the
Is that
house.
right?
Yes,
And that's
absolutely.
why the gallery's named after her.
It is.
probably.
It is her and Nancy Fulker, because they worked tirelessly for years to develop this exhibit aspect of the Troy Hayner Cultural Center. But I stepped out of the ballroom for a break, and when I came back in, the swing shift band was playing a jitterbug, and a ballroom dance instructor had Jerry Nichols out on the floor, up on her feet, and I'm going to tell you, she's got moves.
She's amazing.
For a lady who's 90 years young.
I wasn't going to tell that, but yeah, she is. She was all over the place. I think she had a ball. And that was kind of what this, particular celebration was about. The Ruby Ball was kind of to celebrate the beginnings and the traditions of parties in the house, and to honor our long-standing volunteers. And we had several of them come and be part of a Toastmasters group. The mayor, Steve and Marty Baker.
They sang a little
song
and sang it for us.
The mayor and Mrs. Beamish. Yes, and Mrs. Beamish is on our Hayner board right now. So we were really thrilled and always appreciate their support. But Alan Cappers was among the crowd, and he was a Toastmaster. He was actually the very first Hayner person I met when I interviewed for my job. Yeah, and there is a group of those volunteers that have been with us for over 30 years or more, and we always want to show appreciation, and we thank our volunteers and give volunteer awards, but when a volunteer is with you for that long, how do you even express appreciation for that kind of loyalty and service?
Right.
So we have a little select group, and I was really honored to be able to include Alan Cappers in that group. We gave him the honorary key to the Hayner House, and so I was just thrilled with the way the whole thing took place. We just had a great time. So part of our mission at Hayner is to leave a legacy for future generations And it will be exciting to see what the future is for Hayner, because we're not stopping. There is still much, much more. We're alive and well, and there's so many things going on every month at Hayner. But Leona, May has finally brought us to the long-awaited visit by Nellie Toll.
Yeah, it's just around the corner. I really can't wait, because I met her, last October when she came and she talked to our junior high school students. Well, she's coming back.
Okay, and she is the artist that is in the exhibit that is taking place right now. We're sitting right in the middle of it, here in the gallery.
Yes. This exhibit is called Imagining a Better World, the artwork of Nellie Toll. And it was put together by the Massillon Museum in Massillon, Ohio. It's a traveling exhibit. This exhibit actually received the best exhibit from the Ohio Museum Associations in 2014.
Right. I can see why.
Yeah. Well, not all of it, but most of the works, these 40 prints that you see upstairs on the second floor, they are reproductions of original artworks, most of them done in 1943 and 1944 by a little girl named Nellie, who was in hiding in Nazi-occupied Poland with her mother. And it was during this year they were being hidden by a Christian family in a room. Basically, a room. Well, have you ever tried to keep a child quiet for an hour? Much less a year.
Yeah.
And so in order to keep her quiet and occupied, her mom asked the couple that was hiding them to get Nellie some watercolor paints. They had some books brought in so her mom could read to her. Well, Nellie began making up this world in her mind. This is all from Nellie's imagination. She was imagining a better world. She had seen some of the ugliness before she went into hiding. She could stand back from a window in the room and actually see, things going on outside, but they were not allowed to get right into the window. So, but Nellie kept a journal where she journaled the ugliness that was going on in the world at that time. But her pictures, they portrayed a better world, the way Nellie wanted life to either go back to being or to become. Because her family had lost absolutely everything. And Nellie and her mom, thanks to this family, were the only members of her family to survive the Holocaust.
And then these pictures have survived.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, I've thought about
Yes.
that.
Yes, isn't
Yeah.
that incredible?
They really, to me, have a look of outsider art. Can we use that term with this exhibit? The outsider art that indicates maybe a lack of formal training, but some enormous impetus to create.
Right. She really, truly needed this outlet.
Because for her, it was life and death, really, to create this artwork.
Yeah, I don't know that she understood that,
Yeah.
but her mom sure did.
Yeah.
And the grown-ups in her life at that time sure did.
That's beautiful.
But she did need an outlet because she was, very cooped up.
Okay, so now she's grown. She has come
Yes,
to the
she
United
is.
States.
She immigrated in 1951.
Okay.
And she did study art, didn't she?
Yes,
She
she
became
did.
an artist.
Yes, she is an artist. She is a professor. She has a couple of master's degree and a PhD, which she earned from the University of Pennsylvania, where she still lectures.
Okay.
So she's couldn't come this week for the exhibit opening because it's finals week at the University of Pennsylvania. So she will be here next week, Friday, May 13th. We'll have an opening reception. Dr. Toll will be here. There will be
What time?
hors d'oeuvres. That'll be from 5 to 6:45.
Okay.
Then at 7:15, we'll move up to the ballroom, and she'll give a presentation. And she'll have slides and things to talk about her art, her experiences, And it's just I've heard her presentation before, and I know she changes it, each time just a little bit, but this time it's for adults, and
It's going to be
Didn't
It's
she do
powerful.
a
It's
TV
gonna be
interview
powerful.
recently too?
yes, she did. NBC Nightly News on March 26th did a segment on Dr. Nellie Toll and her recent visit to Berlin. And Nellie thought she would never ever go to Germany for obvious reasons, but her work is now in Berlin.
in a Holocaust exhibit, right? Is
Right.
that what
It is an
Right.
exhibit done by all Holocaust artists. Nellie is the only one still living. So she was there. She got to meet the Chancellor of Germany. She is just, a fascinating woman to meet, and the optimism and hope portrayed in these pictures, that's still Nellie today.
That's great.
That's just her.
Well, we're so looking forward to it. I hope everybody can come out on May 13th
Right.
and really
Uh,
take the opportunity to see this.
Yes, we don't want to forget to thank our sponsors.
Okay.
Because the Troy Foundation sponsored the exhibit itself.
Okay.
And Dr. Lisa Alvitro sponsored Nellie's visit back
And
to
that's
Troy.
great. And this is a return visit because she
Yes.
did come earlier and talk to the school children in the fall here in
Right,
Troy.
during their Holocaust unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the quality of this exhibit is just amazing. And this is what we do at the Hayner Center is try to pool those resources, find those opportunities to really
Right.
bring interesting things into our community. So hopefully people will come out, have an opportunity to see this exhibit and to hear Mrs. Toll and take advantage
Yeah.
of this. So it's great. I understand that we also have another exhibit in the art studio this month. Is
We
that
do,
right?
yes.
Okay.
It's photography, and it's by Jerry McLaughlin, who is a photographer from St. Mary's, and his photographs have already been seen at the Hayner. Through our ICE exhibits.
All right.
Jerry's actually an award-winning photographer.
Okay.
And the exhibit that will be up in May and June in the art studio, there'll be an opening reception. So I encourage people to come out for that on May 22nd from 2 to 4. But Jerry wants to take people on a trip to Italy. That's where all the photos were taken. They are very rich, very detailed photographs. His goal was to be able to have the viewers enjoy Italy with him, and perhaps even be able to smell a little of the cafes, and
That's
feel
fun.
the wind on their face and hear the rustle of the
So very
canals.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are
should
absolutely
be fun.
stunning photos.
All right. Well, thank you. That's a wonderful thing to look forward to. And I know that you have a lot to do to get this exhibit finished up and ready for the opening. So thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us today.
Thanks. Yeah.
There's also the class brochures. We've been busy. We have the class brochures and event brochures for the summer ready to go. But there are still several opportunities for classes taking place in May, including some of the basics, oil painting, watercolor and drawing, and there's all beginning levels for those classes. So, as we shift seasons, maybe kick back a little bit, shake off winter, this might be a good time to take advantage of one of these classes and try something new. So the details for those classes are all on the Hayner website, which is troyhayner.org. And I encourage you to find out about those classes and all of the classes that are taking place this summer. And one of the things that's very important as we talk about our class opportunities and for the summer is that we do 3 weeks of summer day camp in July. But those are wonderful camps. We have excellent instructors. They are artists, working artists, and instructors, so they're just ideal people to be running this day camp in Dawn Flory and Carol Bellis.
Yeah.
Yes, and the children just love them, and every year they come up with so many creative ideas for the kids. It's Art Lab. So the thing that's very important is that even though the day camps are not until July, they are so popular that we register day camp with a lottery registration, and that takes place on May the 17th. So
And you have to be there and have your money ready and your shirt size ready.
you absolutely
yeah.
do, and get your name in the drawing, and hopefully.
And sometimes it fills that night.
It does.
So a lot of times it does.
It does. So you want to be right there, and then of course if it doesn't fill, we continue to register children. But the best shot at getting a space in summer day camp is to show up at the day camp lottery on May the 17th. And lots of other things are happening this summer. Whiskey run, bus trips, concerts, and absolutely no whiskey at the whiskey run, but we've asked.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
That's why we
I'm sure. No. We have a special guest with us today. We've invited Ron Flair, who is our Building and Grounds Coordinator and is also the staff person providing support for the volunteers who are organizing the Hayner Whiskey Run. And this is like our third year for the 5K run and walk, and it's coming up.
Yep, it's coming up June 11th at 8:30 in the morning. We are also, that's for the 5K. The fun run is going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning.
And this is a change. I don't mean to interrupt, but this
No.
is a change from the last 2 years where we've been on a Friday night, right?
Yes.
So now we have a coveted Saturday morning spot.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we are no longer Mother's Day weekend. We are on Saturday morning, which is very nice for the runners. So to be able to get out there first thing in the morning and go.
Okay.
So the registration for the race starts at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So pre-registration, you can go to the Hayner website, or you can come here and click on the Speedy Feet link.
Okay.
And then, or you can come here, pick up a registration form, or various YMCA's around the area, or different stores around the area has forms.
Get the forms out.
Race
Okay.
forms, yes.
All right. And it's $25.
Yes.
Okay.
It costs a little more the day of, right? You can still register day of.
You can still register day of. It's the same price.
Oh, is it?
It's just there is no guarantee for a T-shirt if you register day of.
All right.
So, which is, it's pretty common with races. So this year we're doing something totally different though for the winners of the race. Instead of just a medal, Hiddle's Jewelry here in town has graciously given us a female and a male watch valued at $400 each for the top
Wow.
female and the top male.
That's
So
great.
that's really great that we've got that. It's something different that most races don't have.
And oh my
So-
gosh, that kind of support from the community, it's just
super.
Yes,
That's
we're
wonderful.
getting a lot of support from the community, from different sponsors around the area.
And the sponsors they're advertised on the T-shirt,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yes.
and signage, and we do appreciate that support so much. A lot of the times when we do events here at the Hayner Center and there's a ticket price, people sometimes think that's a fundraiser for Hayner, but those tickets pretty much just cover the costs of the event itself.
of the
But
event.
yeah. But the Hayner, the Whiskey Run, is different because it is actually a fundraiser to help support the Hayner Center, to give us some more money to, help support these programs and the activities and things it can do for the community. So, the more people, the more sponsors we have, the more people that come out and run or walk.
Or walk.
Because all of us are not going to be, fit enough to run. My staff already has me in training just to walk, and I don't know. I feel like it's coming fast. So
You can do it.
I'm going to give it my best shot. But, it really does help to provide additional support for the Hayner Center.
Yes.
And, of course, where's the whiskey? Where's the whiskey?
Well, it's actually down in the history room. Boxes and
Right. And Mom's, yeah.
my boss hasn't allowed me to get into them,
No.
so I don't know what to tell you.
No.
Don't you have some more sponsors too, and like gift certificates and?
Yeah, we have different businesses in the area. It has given door prizes. One of the door prizes is up and running, and they are giving 2 $100 gift certificates that can be used towards anything in their store.
And that's a door prize.
And that's a door
so
prize.
Even if you don't
Right.
come in on the top.
Right. Jay and Mary books they've given us a book
That's great.
Just different things. We're hoping to have quite a few door prizes.
That's really nice, really nice. Thank you. Well, we're really looking forward to that. And of course, I was alluding to the name because there isn't any whiskey, but it's named after Hayner's heritage, the pre-prohibition Hayner distillery that provided the money that built the house.
Right.
So Ron, thank you so much for being with us today, and we really appreciate your sharing and your good work with that committee so we can get ready to run.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. David,
Yes.
let's hit the road. It's summer. Let's hit the road. Where are we
Absolutely.
going?
Well, we have 2 trips planned this summer. The first one being June 1st. We are headed to Columbus. We're going to the Columbus Museum of Art, and our own Leona Sargent, who was with us earlier, will act as our docent for the day there. And she's picked 3 or 4 of the permanent collection that she's going to talk about. And we'll spend some time there touring the facility. They just added on a new wing, so
Right.
we get to see that. Kind of excited about that. But really what sold this trip is the next item, and that's lunch. For lunch, we're going to the German Village to Schmidt's and enjoy their buffet. And it does include cream puffs. So we're good to go there.
Cream puffs and sausages.
Yeah, that's
Who
it.
could ask for more? And then we'll get back on the bus and finish off the trip at the Franklin Park Conservatory. Just a beautiful time of the year, I think, to be there in June with all the wonderful spring plantings that they have. So
That's a beautiful place.
it is.
Now, I want to be real clear about this, though.
Okay.
You're already filling the second bus.
Yes, we filled 1 bus, so I had to add a second.
Okay.
But I still have plenty of room on that second bus. So,
Okay.
and you can register online, register and pay online, or stop by Hayner and we'll get you registered for the
Okay.
trip. We'll leave but at 8:30 on that day and be home approximately around 5:30.
Okay.
Cost for that one $65 for in-district and Friends of Hayner members. And if you're out of the district, it's $7.
Okay. What a great way to start the summer.
I
Get
know,
on
I'm
the
excited.
bus.
I'm excited. Then our second trip, and this was at the suggestion of one of our Friends of Hayner members, heard that the Downton Abbey costume exhibit was coming to Cincinnati. So I looked into it, and we are going to the Taft Museum on August 3rd and see the Downton Abbey exhibit, then have lunch at the Moorline Lager House, which is right there on the river, and big glass pane windows. We can watch the river roll by while we have lunch. And then we're going to the Taft House for a docent-led tour of the Taft House. And again, that's August 3rd. We'll leave here at 8 o'clock and be back again approximately 5:30. Cost for that $73 for in-district and Friends of Hayner, $78 if you are out of district. I only have 17 seats available for that one.
And that's a limit, right?
That's a limit.
Okay.
We have 40 tickets, and when they're gone, they're gone.
So Downton Abbey fans, listen up.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great exhibit and a super opportunity. So let's
Give me a
get
call.
on the bus.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much. And Terry Lynn, summer concerts.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy, wonderful summer for music in Troy.
In Troy.
I want to talk about 2 series. One is the Fridays on Prouty series, downtown on the square, and the other is the Lucky Lemonade concert series that we do here at the Hayner. Fridays on Prouty is a collaboration between Troy Main Street and the Troy Hayner Cultural Center. And what we do is we try to keep concerts most Friday nights, middle of June to middle of August. So I want to just mention who's going to be there
Okay.
because it's just going to be a wonderful, wonderful summer. What we have is June the 5th is going to be the Eric Girardi Band. He's been there a couple of times. He's a blues rocker, he calls himself. On July the 8th, Everything Fits is going to be, they're a fiddling, clogging, they're out of Canada. It's a
Oh,
family.
wow. Okay.
Oh my gosh, what a unique and fun group. So make sure you're there for that. July 15th is the 7th Street Band. 7th Street is a local group with a great following, rock music from, they're wonderful. Brass Tracks is July 22nd. This is Hal Melia's group, if you know Hal Melia.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic saxophonist. This is a brass group. Fabulous vocalist. Oh my gosh, that'll be a fun concert. July 29th, this is another Troy Main Street concert. That'll be Mad River Railroad And then on August the 5th, Troy Main Street has Hotel California coming.
Wow,
So
that's
we've got a bluegrass and then, an Eagles tribute.
Right, right.
So that'll be our Proudy summer. And of course, keep your eyes open for the concerts that'll be happening at our brand new Treasure Island Park. There's all kinds of things going on there too. But the Lucky Lemonade series is just uniquely Hayner.
Yes.
It's in our courtyard. It's 4 Tuesdays in July. And what we try to do is regional, original, current music. So we like to have musicians from this area, and the first group will be the Daniel Dye and the Miller Road Band. They played for our Rhythm and Roots
Yes,
day
yes,
that we
they
had
are
here.
so excellent.
Yeah, they're wonderful. Folksy, Americana. July the 12th is going to be Sawgrass. Sawgrass is this powerful, just absolutely hard-driving bluegrass. I've never heard anything like it. I think this is a real trend with current musicians performing bluegrass. The instrumentals, it's no longer that lazy, whiny bluegrass. There's a new energy to it, and oh my gosh, you'll find it with Sawgrass. July 19th is our guitarist Mark Cruz. He actually plays a double neck guitar, a 2-neck.
Yes.
Have you ever seen that? So he'll bring a variety of guitars, and he does some original music, and mostly he's an instrumentalist, but he'll do some vocals.
Did you ever get to see that unique, that double guitar? That's a unique instrument. You don't get to see that
Absolutely
play very
not.
often.
He claims to be one of a very few that tour
Right.
with the double neck. And then Tuesday, July the 26th is the Rachel Brown Duo. I'm so excited to bring this amazingly talented young woman to our venue. She, you want to try to pin her down. Oh, she's country, and then she'll do something so, pop and wonderful. And I don't know. I've been watching her for many years, and we finally were able to get her here. And I'm just so excited. They're out of Columbus. She'll be here with Bill Watson, who is another kind of local icon. He's going to be on a stand-up bass. So that'll be a wonderful concert. And that'll also be our wine event.
Right.
The last Tuesday of the Lucky Lemonade series is a wine event. We have Brandenberry Winery come, and
That adds a nice dimension, and I like a glass of wine, but I have to tell you, the Lucky Lemonade, you're lucky to get your lemonade at an evening in July.
Great.
There's just something about that
something about a summer night in lemonade, isn't it?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And yours is special. It's just really good.
Live music and being there with your community. It's great.
And it's really interesting. I love the way that you have organized those concerts to highlight regional performers.
Yeah.
I mean, we bring people from all over the country and Canada into Troy. We want to do that. There's talent everywhere, but it's just amazing how much talent is right here amongst our neighbors, our friends, in our community, in our region. And it's just great to have the opportunity. And there's something about attending a live performance. We try over the course of the summer and the course of the year to present a wide variety of music, so there's something for everyone. But I just really encourage people to just kind of step out and come to something maybe they don't even know what they're coming to, but there's something about the energy of live performance and your Lucky Lemonade and a glass of wine, that just makes for a really special evening. So hopefully people will come out this summer and take advantage of all of these opportunities. And I'm sure our time is up. But thank you for both of you for being here today, and that's the View from Hayner.